Hi guys, welcome to the first ever segment of HarisBenzz Media's podcast. Welcome to our unedited, unscripted, non-biased, open-minded opinion on anything and everything. Yeah, so I guess it's prudent that we introduce ourselves. I am Yasmin.
Donald.
Nate.
Liza.
And today, for our first ever segment, we decided to have a conversation about boda bodas. To be more precise, boda boda men. And the funny thing is, we came up with this topic today because of an incident that happened to me recently. So I was telling these guys my story. So yesterday at 1, I took a surfboard back home. And when I was getting on, the guy was like, "Oh, you look nice." I was like, "Thank you." But I sat on the surfboard anyway. And we get home, he drops me, and when I'm paying, he goes like, and I'm like, "Okay." I go like, "Okay, thank you." He goes like, "Naye, majendo roza. Wachitobera girlfriend one." So I don't really like, okay, I did like, get mad because everyone is entitled to their feelings. That's okay. So I good-naturedly, I decline. I politely decline, like, no, then I walk away. And he actually called me on my phone and he goes like, number up, and I'm like, what? I was actually very unamused, by the way, because that's like my privacy and my, my prerogative to give out my number. And he goes like, number na jeku up, but then nanagenzo closer, and I felt that, you know what, I should call you again. I'm like, what? So that's the funny thing. Like, I didn't even let this continue further. I just disconnected him and blocked his number. So yeah, this is the story that started today's topic.
So is it appropriate for someone to actually get your number off the app? Because I think that's one thing surfboarder is supposed to like work on. Like, someone shouldn't call you after they've delivered you where you're going.
No, because then now we're not going to feel safe anymore. Because what's the whole point? It means that every time I go on the app and I call a surfboarder guy, the potential of that person picking my number and using it for something nefarious is very huge. I mean, what's to say now that after what has happened, that all those con man calls that we get, I'm pretty sure any of you have gotten those calls of good day, that, or we are updating Airtel or something along the lines. Yes. And the question is, where do these guys always get our numbers? Like, who's to say this is not one of the places they get our numbers from?
True.
Yeah. So for me, honestly, I feel like my privacy was really like,
Encroached.
Yes, someone shouldn't be getting my number off the app and using it, using it in the wrong reasons.
But in the other direction, it's the boda guy is also a person. He's also a human. He's also a human being.
No, but then you see, as a human being, no, what you're trying to tell me, Nathan, is that
No, look, you said like you politely declined him, but he was interested. First of all,
Nathan, when a girl refuses, so let's say you go and find Liza in a really cool place, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You ask Liza for her number and Liza declines, and then you hack into her system and then you get her number. That is fine.
That's bad.
Exactly. What did he do?
He did the same thing, but also you look at his point of view.
You shoot your shot. Life is short. How many times do you meet
a beautiful
one
person?
girl,
yes.
And you're like, you think of how white Kampala is, and you're like, my God, what are the chances I'm going to bump into this person?
No,
you
look.
only have that.
No, when you look at boda guys, they're just down looked upon like by these girls. You get? Yeah.
No, but you see, I reserve the right to say what to date this person or I don't. Like, if I tell you from the beginning I don't want, like, you move on. You don't like accost me through the app.
Hey, you're still there now. This one time I'm on a surfboard. This guy calls me just Ivan. We were at Food Hub. So he's driving me. And then he's like, naye bambi onyirira mukazi gwe. I'm like, yeah,
Era onyirira.
I'm like, banange, thank you, webale. In good faith. Then he's like, bambi naye mukwano gwange yandikwagadde nnyo. Mukwano ko. Like, tell me more. He's like, kati na mukwano gwange sijui, he works here and here, bichi. So I'm going to give him your number. He calls you. I'm like, but I don't know your friend. Why are you serving my number when I get him?
Bambi, he was a
Like,
wing
what is
man.
going on? So Ama told me has delivered him. Bambi has driven me back home Bulungi. Then all of a sudden I get a call. I'm like, okay, hi, hello. I'm the friend of. He says the self-boarder's name, so I don't remember the guy. There's no way I'm going to remember a self-boarder. I was taken to him there. He's like, so he's a self-boarder guy. I'm like, the guy was serious. He was actually going to give out my number.
Bambi, he's a good wing man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm like, do you even know how I look like? What if it was a lie? He's like, wallahi banganjo njagala bambi, let's meet up bichi. I'm like,
Bamumatiza nti
I'm always busy bambi, batusha. Omwana yampaye such thing.
For me, I wish singa twali tulina abakyala abavuga boda.
They also quench their thirst.
Nawe nofuna enamba nakubira.
What is wrong with this Kambao?
So,
Labayo.
you see this bow before we continue. This is our perverted thoughts bow. Whenever someone is a pervert, they throw money.
How much to be precise? It's like a mask.
We are being kind. We put 500 shillings. Hey, man, put money.
Do I have to fight?
We don't have whatever money is flowing here.
Tujja kuwa change tofaayo.
Ezigenda mutezifuluma.
Hey, you can put
put a lot.
you can also put a Visa card.
You
said
no.
Deduct
Hey.
big money, you know.
Wait,
You are a big spender.
More account at Apple
you can
account.
you can put a Visa card in there. Then we bring our machine. We just swipe. Tujja kwa sente zaffe. Boy, yes, free subscription.
Let me keep my words and I wait for my boys.
If
Yeah.
the self-funded girl was women,
It's two.
do you think they would be safe?
Huh?
You see
Not
the
really.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think so because first of all, some of the places that borders go usually at night are not safe or like and even the people they are taking, because if someone's taking a predator and they're like it's not gonna be safe for her. Like for us, we take safe border so we can be fine.
Exactly.
Just imagine, like you order for a safe border, and then this lady comes, like the profile, they bring you the profile of this lady, and she's wow. No. Then when she reaches to pick you up and she removes the helmet, and you'll be like, wow. Yeah, nayogera bulungi, alabika bulungi.
And then what? You go to call her and say what? What to tell bulungi?
No.
Now 5-star.
You want to go through the hassle of like grabbing a number, looking for a number. The number is there. She's even calling you for free. Be like, hey,
I want you to ride me every day.
you
Wow.
you alone.
Toilet gamba. Border raise banange.
No, just do this. Just drop your Visa card for us.
You
Will
will
be
pay
fine.
twice.
No.
Return my bow.
I'm saying.
You're
What's
going to pay twice.
What's the
for
definition
taking
of
my
right?
bow.
What's the definition of right?
Now, these people should be paying money. You should be paying money.
I'm certain one and they're explaining a point in fact.
Your minds are just dirty. No, you guys should be paying money.
Laws are different rates.
No, just bring her about. Put her 500. Yeah? The guy said ride.
That's it.
I don't know whether they ride so
Now this one, now you also bring money.
like they ride border so much every
What's
day.
the 500, sir? There's nothing you're saying.
I'm the only safe person here. You people, I'm demanding you 500 here, 500 here.
The only safe person here.
Yeah.
But
anyway, no.
Yeah.
You have, eh?
Yeah.
You can put 10K for a week.
Temumanyira. Wait, upstairs.
We shall discuss this conversation when we are going.
When I give you 500, you return 800.
Yeah,
Because
that's
business
the
is not just
I am sure I'm going to start moving with my dictionary. Because
For
you
what?
people are misinterpreting my words.
Misinterpreting
I'm
what?
saying them
Have
in
you
good
seen?
faith.
Have you seen his 500? Me, I've not seen it.
Where is it?
He has not
Where?
put a 500.
I dropped it in there.
What time?
That's I must have put
What
a 200.
What time?
I dropped 500 in there.
You-
the
the
one you
first
picked.
one,
The one
no.
you picked.
No, which one? I didn't pick any.
No, there is a return. No.
No,
There is.
there was the Pitano. He dropped the first one. The second one for telling us we ride too much.
I'll go ahead. Bring our return over that day.
Ati, have a surfboard. Mazum Kiro.
Anyway, yeah, I think me personally, they should put safe-border girls, those safe-border ladies.
No, that wouldn't be a problem. But as I've said, do you
It won't
think
be
they'll be
safe.
safe?
Not really.
Because you
Because
see,
now
if,
you
if
want
you're
them to
having
live
this,
there for what? If
if
they
you're
are
having
not
this
safe.
thought,
No,
of,
they should put them for some people like us, like
Nah, that is
custom
what I'm
order.
saying. You
No, at that which point you should just say they
If
put
you
an
have-
app
Yeah.
with women,
Exactly.
which is Tinder. And
see, go to Tinder if you're looking for a lady. Wanga,
Mm.
there are other people who are thinking like you now,
Mm.
who are like, now we need safe border ladies,
Mm.
blah 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 blah. But then their safety, we can't guarantee their safety on you guys.
True.
We can't guarantee their safety on you guys at all. Because have you heard of the incidences of where safe borders pick you up in the night, then they drop you somewhere you don't know, and then guys tag you bulungi, then
Yeah.
and then they are watching, like this guy is actually watching.
actually, someone told me about that, but I was like,
Yeah,
I've had
there
two
is
incidences
these
of
days.
that. Like
this-
a border guy takes you, they pick you up from somewhere, they take you. Then as you're going, you're asking them, where are you taking me? He's using a different route. He's like, no, this is the route. Then he stops somewhere. Hey, mafuta bichi bichi. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bag, the phone. They beat you up. There's even a lady that beat up to when she was even taken to hospital.
Yeah, these
So
days.
if you're telling me male self borders or male borders are not okay, how are females gonna be okay?
You have a point. There's no way I can defend that.
anyway, let me actually give you. I think I'm the one who has a lot of safe border stories. Even if someone wasn't a safe border, it was a normal border. The man was both. I know someone needs to tell me what this guy did. The boldness was beyond me. Like, anyway, he was taking me home, and he goes like, "Nenyabu, eh? What is your bride price?" I was like, I was like, huh? What? And he goes like, Auntie Nyabu. Wembanina and 10. How many did he say? How many did he say? Like 4? Yes, he was like, if he has 4 cows. No, actually, if he has 10 cows and 4 million, would I take him? I was like,
Yasmin, why did you say no?
oh wow.
Right now we would have a cow.
But anyway, I don't know why these things happen to me.
So did you actually tell him the bride price?
Hey,
Your
I was
bride
like,
price.
hey, I was like, hey, what fit?
Hmm.
And he was like, huh? I was like, hey, why not? And then, because I'm light skinned, I get this funny statements of, hey, so
At least you they asked me, do you have a young sister? My young sister is 8 years old. I'm like, should I give you my 8-year-old sister?
The other day,
Mm.
I was sitting somewhere in bar. I was watching F1 with a bunch of friends. Then they left me there. So as I'm trying to wait for time to pass and I go home,
I think this is nice.
the waiter
This is
brings a
nice.
whole bottle.
Mm.
of what? Might be water.
It was red wine.
Okay.
And he says the lady over there has sent you this token of.
How was the lady? We want to know the description.
She was
fine.
Yeah, but old, right? Like, so I'm
Sugar
like,
mommy.
She was
say
old.
what?
I'm like, oh my god. And then she says she would love to get to know you, to be your friend. When you're done, you could even talk.
She wants to be his friend.
But then, in my mind, I'm like, things that come the easy way, you're gonna have to pay for them.
Yeah,
Because
true.
the bottle was, but then I kept on thinking,
You would have brought it here, we drank it.
and you drink.
No sasuleda.
But that's a funny thing. Liza, would you shoot your shot like that? Like, would
No.
you ask a guy out?
Never, ever.
That was a bold statement.
Never.
Even if he's
Why?
as handsome as
What?
fuck.
Never.
Even if he has money.
Never. I'll look at you, you look at me, we look at each other, we go on.
No, this is
We
how
move
like
forward.
men hit on guys. They look at you. And once, look, I have communicated all my,
I'm interested.
That's it.
Yeah.
You better make the move.
If you don't remove
No,
on.
but
If you don't,
that is so weird.
That is not
No.
you.
I don't know why it
Guy.
makes
She was-
so much sense to us.
He's not the one. He's not the one. The moment he doesn't make the move, he's not the
Because
one.
we communicate with our eyes. Like, I would look at you. Like, if I look at you like 3 or so times, like, I will look. That's far, I look away. I don't do other things, but eventually I'll look back at you. If you don't get the message, by the way,
That
it's
is
not
it.
my fault.
That is it.
But do you know the impression I got after her sending
Mhm.
that bottle? I'm like, hey, don't you think this is how you die? Like, if this is someone's,
So what did you do with the bottle?
I humbly decline.
And I actually, like, for me, the reason I wouldn't hit on a guy is, I'm a girl, I like being hit on.
Definitely.
I know what I said about border guys, like, fine, like, that was creepy, but there's good hitting on me, you get. But then there's creepy.
Hitting
Creepy.
But
Yeah.
you get, that is why we do the IP, because most girls want you to approach them, like, you get. Also because I am outspoken and my character can tend to be a little intimidating. Usually I want a guy to approach me because it shows me he's confident enough to do so.
To actually
You get?
approach you, yeah.
Because if you're not confident enough to approach me, then my character is going to overwhelm yours.
Anyway,
Then you, I'm sorry, but that's not the kind of relationship I want.
Right.
Let me tell you the
You have to
funniest,
understand that.
pickup line someone has ever told me. So I'm walking from the mall, going, and this guy just randomly says, "Singa wali nkoko, singa wali senta." So it took me a while to actually understand what you were saying because I was trying to focus on other things. So when I got it done, I look back, I'm like, "Singa wali nkoko, singa wali senta." I'm like, oh wow.
I think we need to like learn to respect each other, like regardless of society where you come from. When you appreciate a beautiful woman, appreciate them like, from afar, you know.
No, you see, it's not about appreciating from afar. Fine. You see, my problem was never that he thought I was pretty or he thought that I would make a good girlfriend, which is okay. Everybody is entitled to their feelings. Yeah, it's fine. I get that. Where I don't, like, what I don't agree with is, one, I have told you, no, it's fine. I don't want anything to do with you in this regard. And then you get my number off the app and call me. That is heading towards stalker.
yeah.
Yeah?
That's
That is
right.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me that was it, because I didn't even wait to hear what he had to say. I just like disconnected and blocked, because what else was I going to do?
Nothing. Maybe is there a way you can report that incident to Safe Border there?
Now you see, that's the thing about a lot of these apps. You will make the report, they will be like, okay, and that's the end of that. They won't actually take action.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll be like, we promise we shall handle it, and then for you just relax. But then they actually don't actually handle anything. They just make such promises and then nothing. In the end, even then, like, how do you think they're going to like safeguard our numbers? Because these guys
Definitely,
need
because
to call
at the end,
you.
yeah, at the end point they have to call us, and they're not good with pinpointing where you are. Regardless, even if the pin is there on the app, they have to like literally call.
Yeah, true.
And
No,
ask
even
for
then,
where you
besides,
are.
even when you're using the app, usually sometimes you put a different place because the place you're at like
sometimes,
doesn't have doesn't show up on the
It's
map.
just
Definitely,
confirmed.
he has to confirm. Yeah, so
Okay.
But, yeah.
There's no way.
I think
at the end point you are the stalker.
I swear to God, because I mean, if I hadn't blocked him, it means he would call, again and again and again.
Yeah.
But
You'll keep on calling.
Even then, like you see, this happened just yesterday. I don't know if you like transfer my number to another like
Another phone.
phone, yeah, or another line, like, and then call me again.
but anyway, regardless, it's
But when it-
border. That's why you chose to move with it.
No,
because-
yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
And what
But
is
you
the
see,
border?
it's not. It may not. No, yes, there is a.
No.
You can't
Actually-
using safe
No.
border.
Yes.
Not really,
Cannot
like
guaranteed my safety.
No, the reason it's called safe border by definition, they're trying
It's
to tell you
supposed to be safe.
Yes.
it's supposed to be having like professionals who know whatever they're doing.
Or at least they should train their people so they know we're giving
You
you
shouldn't
access
do
to
this,
people's
you shouldn't
numbers,
do that,
people's private information. You are
Yeah.
not supposed to misuse it. Or if someone does, there is a penalty for that. You get. Otherwise, what's the point? Like,
Okay.
don't call it safe border.
Okay,
because they're not saying-
me personally, what I need, what I like, I think Safe Border should do is train their personnel.
I think
Like-
they've done training. Because
Now these days, these
There's
days,
a bit of this.
these days,
Honestly,
I don't think.
I don't blame safe border that much. I feel like some of it is personal character.
Exactly.
Omuntu nga ye, like he has decided this is a good step to take. Even if you train this person how, in the end they're going to feel like, oh,
Because of longi.
Okay. Now, me, I feel for that guy. let me hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me
okay,
out.
okay, fellow guy. Here
Hear
and
me
here.
out.
fellow guy.
Exactly, as a fellow guy.
I'm trying to put myself in that guy's shoes.
Mm.
What advice would you give him?
You see, sincerely, I think when a woman actually says no, you can say no. Like,
Okay, that's the problem with that is you have women who like playing games. Let us talk about women who are serious with their lives, because honestly, me, I feel like if you tell someone no, mean it.
that is
I think this is a principle me I grew up on. I don't know if it was all those PSC messages, like because the biggest message we were told is say no and mean it. But anyway, if I as a person, if I tell you no, I actually
That's
mean
it, that's
no.
it.
Like that is me as a
No.
person, like me
Yeah.
personally. Like I'm not going to say no and expect you to chase me no. That's not what I say.
Because you see, we have a problem. I think when you move out a lot, yeah, people can stop you when you're going out. Probably you're out for lunch, you're out for dinner, and someone just randomly stops you. They're like, you know what? I like you. Give me your number. Reasons why we give out wrong numbers is because you're going to start pestering me. You get? I'm like, you know what? I don't want to give you my number. You can, politely. I'm like, I don't want to give you my number. I can't trust you with my number. But then nigga just stays around you. He's like, nah, wait, bichi. Katoko mpaka number sina kutawanya just WhatsApp. I've told you I can't give you my number. Yeah. But then I'm gonna give you a wrong number so that you can leave me alone so I can do what I'm doing. You get? Or I'm gonna give you my real number. When you call me, I just block you.
Have you heard of the myth that says turning your nose for yes? Have you heard of it? No, I'm just asking.
I have, but usually
The chances,
it
yeah.
depends on the person. Honestly, like I said, for me, in the first, I think 15 or so minutes of meeting you, I have decided where you lie.
Exactly.
You get
That's very
the
good.
honest truth is, I classify people. Yeah. There's people who are my friends, and no matter what they do, they will stay in that box. Yeah. Then there's people who are my friends, but
They can
advance.
evaluate.
okay,
they can quit.
they have prospects of becoming more, because there's friends who you are friends, but they have the characteristics that you can date.
Yes.
So in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, we're friends, but maybe I could date this guy. You see, but there's friends where that's
It's
not
never
gonna
going to
happen.
happen.
Never.
Yeah,
It's
and then
not.
there's guys from the beginning, like oh, this guy I'm gonna date him.
Yes, somehow.
Like if he asks me or whatever, I'll make it happen somehow. But I'll take this guy. You see. But then there's people you see from the beginning,
You're like, hell no.
I don't want you to be my friend, and I don't want to date you.
Hell
Like
no, yeah.
we do not associate like this. Like
Let me tell you, the moment I see and I don't like you, you're going to text me, and I'll look at the message and
I don't think that
Jesus.
I'm confident.
because
Yeah.
if you're somewhere and someone asks for your number, sometimes you even feel like, what if I refuse it and he does something for you? Twitter thing, the thing that went viral on Twitter that I
Now this one just got up to me the phone call. Sweet. If she hadn't moved like with her ATM card.
She was in trouble. She was going to wash this. So she did a double roast. What phone was it? An iPhone?
It was on her.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Which one's the chona? The Pro Max.
Wait. I was like,
But why is she so trusting? Who the hell gives their phone to someone they don't know?
how?
The moment the guy says we meet, it's like the girl gets confident.
Which girl? Me? No.
But then,
Not me. I do not like her.
Even the first time you tell me, hi, how are you? You look nice. Can we meet? I'm like, can we meet? On what ground?
But anyway, the whole point about this conversation, we went a bit off topic. But then
A
that's
lot
what you
off
should
topic.
expect.
overboard.
But that's what you should expect because when you're having a conversation, things tend to flow into each other. And what I can tell you is the honest reason for our topic was people should know their limits.
True.
Eh? Like they should know Ebakoma. Because if I tell you no, let's work with that. Don't go and get my number from somewhere. Yeah? Even like in all honesty, you're just going to creep me out.
Just have
And that's not
respect.
going to work for you. Like, I don't know.
Just
So,
have to respect someone's
yeah.
privacy.
Yeah.
A little
I mean,
bit.
if I wanted to give it to you, I would have given it to you from the beginning. Like my number, you get. So yeah, let's respect ourselves and respect other people as well. That's for me the purpose for
And
today's talk.
for me, work-wise, let's try to be professional in our work.
Exactly.
Let's try to respect other people's privacy. You don't go off to people like that. That's
I mean,
really
you're going
bad.
to ruin your own
Yeah.
job for what?
True.
A number?
Because actually, this isn't the fault of Safe Border. It's actually the fault of someone working for Safe Border.
Yeah.
When you are talking about it, you're not going to talk about the border guy
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't know his name.
Yeah.
You're just going to say, you know what, Safe Border, and it doesn't.
It looks
really-
bad for
yeah.
them, yet it's
Yeah.
actually not their
It's
fault.
actually not their fault because they've done the training, they've done everything. It's a matter of respecting your work and respecting the people around you because we have to respect people we work with. We have to respect literally everyone because if someone says no, I think it's a no.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyway, we can have your comments in
Yeah.
That's like
the section. You can
The comment
you
section.
can
Comment, tell us what you think.
tell us what you
if
think.
you agree with us or if you feel like we didn't say the right things. But meanwhile, I don't know how.
And you can still give us more
like,
topics to talk
you
about.
can also comment about the fact that there is Boda wingmen who wants to have some.
who are plotting for their friends because
Hey.
I don't know how the wingman was.
May
plotting for
everyone
his
get
friend.
themselves a Boda wingman.
Yes,
And
you
also-
actually need one.
Also, according to me, like you, like guys who want like safe border women or something. If you're there and you're thinking like,
It's in
Put it in our comments.
Yeah,
let
put it
us
in the
know.
so
comments.
that you can let people know that
Yeah.
women are needed to
But
try.
me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna still stand on my part. If somebody says maybe they can't, there's,
Let go.
there's knowing your level. Like you look at someone, you're like, omanye nakuyo, and it's like you know your place. But the best you can do is baby steps. Be like, can I be your friend?
I can.
Yeah, Tomanya, in like 5 years, this guy his life could change. And he could be in a whole different place.
And you'll be there waiting for 5
No,
years.
I know. You can't wait for 5 years. But Tomanya,
there are people who have waited for more than
No,
5
but you
years.
see, even
Life
then,
can
I
change.
get his baby steps theory.
life can change.
Because you don't just follow on
Because
someone.
today you're here, tomorrow you're somewhere else.
But anyway, give us your comments, give us your opinions. We're waiting to hear from you. This was our first ever segment. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And finally, before we go off, this was the first show, so we had to pick a topic. However, in the comments, you can put up any topics you want us to discuss, and we will put them in a similar bowl. This is our private bowl, but we'll get a similar bowl which we'll put our topic suggestions in, and then we shall pick a topic for our next podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you had as much fun as we did and that we didn't bore you. Please comment, like, subscribe.
Follow as well.
Yeah,
on all
you
our
can
social
you
media.
can follow all our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Thank
YouTube.
you.
Kangene na kam.
Signing out.
Uh-uh.
Pew, 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 pew.
Thank you, guys.
Let me go with my money.